Hello everyone, Carol from Carol's Vintage Treasures, and today I am thrifting at Goodwill, bringing you along with me to see if I can find some vintage Halloween here. They had a few racks here in the front. These were cordon bleu plates. They had witches on them. They were almost $6, but I went ahead and paid up for them. Upon researching this, I see there's a pair on eBay for $100. I don't know if they'll get $100 for them, but it's a pretty good buy for $6. So I went ahead and put that in my cart, and it is the right time of year for it. And those I'll probably have to sell in Poshmark because they were 2015. That was cute, but it was very lightweight and not very good quality. They have tons of decorations here. If you need Halloween decorations, check out your local Goodwill. Sometimes you can get them a lot cheaper than at the store. There's the Halloween buckets. I usually stay away from those because I can't tell the older ones from the newer ones because they're making them to look old. Someone told me once the thinner handles are the older ones, but they're making the new ones with thinner handles now too, so that makes it really hard to tell. So I just stay away from those kind of things that I'm not sure about. There's a lot of pumpkins. There's a wood pumpkin, kind of like a basket. There's cute little candy holders up there. Lots of Halloween. This was a turkey. He was not in very good condition, so I left him behind. Those ceramic turkeys sell really well if you ever find any of those. Well, they sell well for me anyway. Lots of decorations here. Lots of pumpkins. Things you can put on your door. There's garland, candy bags, all kinds of stuff. And on the end they had little decorations, little costumes for your pets, things like that. Here's some more of those Halloween buckets. Here's the coffee cups and glasses. This was a Nightmare Before Christmas one. Those are pretty common. You see those around a lot, so I really don't pick those up. And they're not vintage either, so I'd probably have to sell that on Poshmark, but they don't bring a whole lot. This was unusual, but it had a plastic handle, and I just passed on it. Lots of tableware, candle holders, just about anything you would need. And there's some cute baking dishes. These were cute, but the paint was kind of coming off on them. And it was a set of baking dishes. I decided to pass on those. I'm being kind of picky today because I have a lot that I need to list, and I was just looking for really good stuff. I don't have anything that's Halloween in my Etsy store, so I was pretty much looking for little ceramic pieces, things like that were vintage. There's more pumpkins, lots of door decor, lots of stuff to sit out on the table. I don't know what that was. Something to hang on the door maybe, I don't know. There's skull and crossbones. And this was cute. I probably should have got it. It's a little pumpkin with flowers in it. And it had a opening maybe for, I don't know what you put in there. because if you put a candle in there, you really can't see it. Plus, it would burn up the flowers. So I don't know. It was just too complicated for me. I think these are potpourri holders. Yeah, and up here, more of those jack-o'-lanterns. Those candy buckets. They had no shortage of those. I think those are costumes down there, or maybe door decorations. I have my Starbucks. I'm ready to go here. I'm ready to find lots of treasures. There's carving stuff. There's a door decor garland. Here's a little candle holder. There's a light bulb up there. I'm not sure why. That was a floor puzzle. I was hoping they were plates or dishes of some sort. But no such luck. Everything was kind of in a heap too. Stuff like this you kind of have to dig through. There's a little kid's Home Depot apron. Coffee cup still and hats for costumes. Yep. And I'm rounding the last corner here. There's a lot of masks. Man, those plastic masks were rough when I was a kid, many, many years ago. All the condensation inside and you couldn't breathe. Those were awful. There's a Beanie Baby. And decided not to take the leaf dish. I just wasn't feeling it. Lots of autumn leaves. That is the old Big Lot sticker. It's a trinket dish, and it is a turkey. I decided not to get him, though. He was pretty cute, but something that would probably sit around for a while. There's a pumpkin. I'm really looking for things that'll sell quickly, that I won't have to keep in my store for a long time. That witch was weird. Its jaw moved. I don't know if it talked at one time, but it was pretty broken. And they had a big box here full of stuff. I just did not feel like digging through. And I kept running into the box, which was on a pallet, and knocking things down that were leaned up against the rack. But I finally make it through here soon, after I pick up my mess. And yeah, I didn't want to go through that mess. This is the last little shelf here. They've got a little bit of Thanksgiving mixed in with their Halloween and fall decor. That turkey had seen better days. These were cute. I probably should have got these. They were little jack-o'-lanterns stacked on top of each other. Probably for a little votive candle. Those were cute. And just going around here. That's going to be it for the racks. No shortage of pumpkins. I don't know, that didn't look very old to me. And you might hear Holly in the background. She's chewing on her toy over there. She likes to nuzzle it. She's my black lab if you haven't been here before. She's kind of like my little mascot, my little co-host. They had tons of costumes. They had rounders and racks, everything you would need. I think they just box everything up and put it back out each year. And I'm making my way to the hard goods. I got the camera pointing down because there's a lot of people in here. They were all looking at me kind of weird anyway because I was filming. This is where they keep the better ceramics. There's a cordon bleu little thing that you hang on the wall. I think they were asking $15 for that. That was a little too much for me. And yeah, they price things very high over here. There's all the porcelain dolls back there. That was a candle. Over here, we got a wooden ship, but it was broken. And over here, somebody must have gave up their bunny collection because there are a whole lot of bunnies over here. And banks, things of that sort. And there's another bunny down there. Lots of bunnies. This I decided to get. It's a ceramic wall hanging. It was dated 1976 on the back. He is missing some paint on one of the eyes, but no chips or cracks. It looked like it was in good condition. I decided to go ahead and get him. And lots of knickknacks here. There's some figurines and some scary clowns. There's Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. That was very badly chipped though. I was checking out the dolphins, but they had a lot of missing paint and chipping. It's amazing what they charge for things that are damaged. There are some jewelry displays I would have got if I still had my booth, but I'm selling things online now. That was a weird kind of sculpture. It was plastic, and there's a hula man. I haven't seen many hula men. I've seen hula ladies. And down here we got more little planters and knickknacks, bells. There's a trinket dish. Lots of stuff. All the high-priced goodies. I went ahead and got this. I thought it would look really cute on in a child's room, or maybe where they're getting their piano lessons done. It's a little girl on a piano with some sheet music. That was really cute, so I went ahead and put that in my cart. No chips or cracks on her. And the paint was still good. All right. Now we got a few things in the cart that's good. These again were chipped. I don't know, I always find chipped up dolphins. They don't last very long in this world for some reason. There's a little ceramic girl. And here's various nativity figures. They didn't have a whole set up there. Just little odds and ends. This was a cute pig. Again, priced pretty high. That was probably a perfume bottle. But I passed on that, and Mickey's missing his nose. This was a cute dog, but he had too many chips and missing paint on him. He was very cute though. This I wanted to get, but it was $24.49. And it was a nesting doll, and it felt like it had all the pieces to it too, but I just couldn't pay that and make any kind of a profit off of it. So maybe it'll still be here on half price day, who knows. This is the clear glassware. They always have tons of this stuff. And there's some metal pieces in here. They were kind of sparse in their middle area. And on the other side, it was kind of bare also, but there were some candles and candle holders, things like that over here. And I had to look around for my glassy baby, but I didn't find it. I've never found one of those out in the wild. I will always look though. I think they're getting pretty good at finding those and putting them up on their auction site. So, lots of candles. And I really don't sell candles because they will melt by the time they get to my customers. The weather here in Arizona is so hot. It's just not a good thing for me to sell. Here we got some glassware. Some drinking glasses. Really didn't see anything there. And we're going to make our way to the coffee cups here. I'm trying to stay away from coffee cups a little bit because I have so many in my store. I'm trying to sell down on what I have first, unless I find really good ones, and then I'll grab them. Here's a vintage Beagle cup. It's one of those 3D mugs. I have sold those before, but they have a tendency to sit for a long time. So I decided not to get that one. I'm just looking for things today that I can turn over quickly in my store. There's an Arizona cup. And going around, really didn't see anything here that I needed. There's no shortage of coffee cups. I had to look at the Beagle one more time. I almost got it. Right, I was trying to be good. And I saw here someone had dumped their Disney cups, which I gladly put in my cart with Tigger on them. These sell really well for me. Especially Tigger, he's popular. So I went ahead and put those in my cart. And I'm going to show these things in more detail in my shopping haul and let you know what I paid for them all. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell, and it will tell you when I upload videos. That way you'll be able to see the shopping haul on this one. This was a 1965 cup. It was made in Japan, and I decided to go ahead and grab it. Sometimes people are looking for cups from the year they were born, so it tells a lot about what happened that year. I thought that might be good to grab. And I should come out with that shopping video in a day or two. So just be on the lookout for that. Those would have been horrible to ship, so I went ahead and passed on those. They were pretty though. Right, lots of glassware. These were pretty also, but I decided not to get them, even though there were two of them. Lots of teapots up there and pitchers, things of that sort. There is a really big book section over there too with records. And I did go over there after I stopped filming. Or this video would have been an hour long, and I don't think you guys want to see that. Lots of dishes, dinnerware. I usually don't do a lot of dishes, so I just kind of go over this area quickly. Teacups. There was some lusterware, but it was priced pretty high. And I decided not to get that. Lusterware doesn't sell for a whole lot anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to make much of a profit on that. There's more dishes. I was looking to see if these were Italian, but they were Cracker Barrel. And I know Cracker Barrel does sell, but they were kind of heavy and I was staying away from stuff like that. Those were very 70s stoneware. Going around, there's some bowls. This is usually where they have the Pyrex and stuff. That was a cute little guy. Holly's growling. She wants my attention. Okay, there's some bakeware. Sometimes I will pick up the cake pans. They can be good sellers, but I decided not to get that one today. And there were a lot of people in these two aisles, so I decided to skip down to the last one where they had the holiday stuff. And they had Easter things and Christmas things, but they didn't have a whole lot out. They just made room for their Halloween and their fall stuff. And I did see the Charlie Brown ornament, but they wanted a lot of money for it, so I put it back. And wait till you see what I found. Holly with a butterfly on her nose. Of course I got this, and I will proudly hang it in my house somewhere. And I have so many things that are Black Lab related. It's crazy. But they had a lot of, like, this was a shelf sitter, and I wasn't sure how old it was. You see a lot of things like these in the stores now, and they're made to look old. So I just kind of stay away from them unless I really know they're vintage. This I was thinking might be a Fitz and Floyd, but it didn't have a marking on the bottom. So I decided not to get that. Fitz and Floyd is a good seller too. You want to be on the lookout for that. More mugs. These are Christmas mugs. Didn't see anything there really that I needed. And lots of Santas and snowmen. And they'll get more out as it gets closer to Christmas time. You still got to take a peek over here because you never know what'll end up over here. So I'm trying to backtrack and go around where the plastics were, the aisles that I missed. Over here we have just Rubbermaid stuff and things like that. I try to look out for Tupperware things. Sometimes if they're in good condition, they'll be good sellers. Usually those deviled egg holders are good sellers for me if they're in good shape. And I will grab those when I see them. Here's more cooking things. More little wire baskets and napkin holders. Those canisters were all priced separately, so I didn't even go near those. That I wasn't sure about. And going around, more wooden stuff. Somebody painted that on a cutting board. My Starbucks is getting cold at this point. It's okay, it still tastes good. I usually get the mocha. More glassware. This is where they put a lot of the vintage cooking stuff, like salt shakers and creamers and things like that. I really didn't see anything over here that I needed. There is a liquor decanter, I think it's Jack Daniels, but it was chipped pretty badly at the top, so I went ahead and put that back. But I will pick those up when I see them if they're in good shape. Lots of baking dishes. And really didn't see anything. These were older, but they were very greasy with the kitchen grease. And I don't mind cleaning those up if I can make a good profit on them, but those were pretty bad. More kitchen gadgets over here. And we're going to go around and look at the vases and pottery here in a second. Those were, I don't know what those were. Those were fish related, but I don't know what they were. They have a lot of gadgets on the ends. They'll have silverware and mixing spoons, things like that. There's a pottery piece. It was a planter. A lot of the stuff was flashed. That's when they will use clear glass and spray the color on it, and it doesn't last very long. So it's not a great thing to pick up unless you know it's actual colored glass, like the red ruby glass, things like that. That was an older vase, but it was kind of plain. And we have some more pottery. There's some fake plants. The only kind of plants I will get are fake plants because I will usually kill the real ones. Not intentionally, but I just don't have a green thumb. Moving along here, there's more pottery. And really didn't see anything though. Lots of clear glass here. And moving right along. More fake plants. That was kind of pretty, but it didn't have a mark on the bottom and I wasn't sure about it. If you need any artificial greenery, Goodwill's a good place to go. There's more little pots. And here we have some tins and jewelry boxes. I'm not sure what was in that bag. I was looking it over though. And we have, I saw a tea tin over here that looked older. It was pretty beat up though, and I don't think it was very old. Going around the corner here, you've got sunglasses and phone cases and posters, contact paper. If you see me pointing down, it's usually because somebody was near me. I didn't want to get them in the video. Here we got lots of signs, wall hangings, things like that. That's a cute mirror. I should have probably looked at that closer. Sometimes you see things in the videos, you're like, oh, why didn't I look at that? Here we got the bathroom things, toothbrush holders, lotion bottles. We have some clocks. I have found some good clocks in here. Here we have the office supplies. Goodwill's a good place to come for office supplies and art supplies. You can usually get them at a pretty low cost, and it's a good way to stock your office. There's some notebooks, some little sorters up there, clipboards galore. Yeah, and I will show you in more detail in the haul what I got, so you'll get a good look at that in a day or two. We will make sure we look for that. Decided to go through the baggies really quick. Sometimes you can find some good things in the baggies. I found some pretty good figurines in baggies, but you have to look them over really well, especially if they put them in with other breakables, because they'll get chipped up pretty badly. You got a lot of party supplies, and there's a baggie with stuffed animals. I think those were phone cases. And lotion, makeup, all kinds of stuff over here. There's some ceramics. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that little bell so you know when another video comes out. I'm going to be doing a haul video pretty soon. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along with me on this video experience. I hope you had fun, and I hope if you're out thrifting you find all the treasures you're looking for. That's it pretty much for me. I'm going to say goodbye for now. I will see you in the next video, and happy thrifting. Thank you for watching, showing you a few things I have in my cart here, kind of a preview for the haul. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and let me know what you thought of the shopping haul. I will talk to you later.